What is going on, everybody? How are we doing today? My name is Z-Claps. I am going to be talking about some audio issues that we may or may not be having with your Streamlabs SLOBS OBS today. So, first things first, if you run into an audio issue with Streamlabs, you definitely want to make sure that you go through the simple steps before you try anything big, because it could just be something as simple as, hey, your program booted up and it was out of sync. So you definitely want to try ending stream, restarting, and see if that fixes it. You want to try restarting your PC. Make sure that your cords are tight. Unplug them, plug them back in. I know it's tedious. I know it takes some time and it makes you go, ugh, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, just to make sure that those aren't the problems before you go and mess things up going through the fixes that I'm about to tell you about. These will fix that issue. If it is something within the program that is simply set wrong, or maybe it's just reading improperly on a consistent value, so basically every single time you hop on, this is the issue. Okay, so if you're in a first-person shooter game and you shoot in the game, and 3 to 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever amount of time later, the gunfire is heard and you're doing something completely different. So basically, if your video and your audio are not properly synced up, you have a fix for that. And here it is. You go over to this little dial right here. I've kind of taken away the top part of the screen here just so it doesn't confuse everybody. You know, you'd be seeing the stream over and over and over again. But you go to this little dial right here, open advanced audio settings, and you have your desktop audio, you have your mic / auxiliary audio, video capture, and audio input. Now my mic is external, so if you have like a capture card with an audio sync cable, like with Elgato, like an Elgato capture card with like a chat link cable, for instance, then it won't show up like this if you're talking through that same mic. But pretty much what you're going to do is this little row right here. You see where I have audio offset to 4? This is offsetting my audio and my mic and auxiliary audio by 4 seconds. Now, one thing you do to sync that up, let me just put that back. One thing you do to make sure that that is synced up is you can pull up like a test live stream on pretty much anything. If you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, if you're on, TikTok, things like that, you can do a private stream with yourself. You can pull it up on your phone. You can put your mic on mute so that any extra stuff is not being heard, or you can keep your mic on if that's the audio issue you're having. And just play with this. Up the millisecond offset. If it's still, if it's not in sync, make it go down if it is, or if it's if you're going the wrong direction. I don't really know how to explain that in a better way, but pretty much just kind of play with the offset here and see if you can't sync it up manually. That's probably the most easiest, surefire way to make sure that your audio is syncing up, and it's very easy to access. So one more time, just go to advanced audio settings, click on the gear, and sync offset right there. Another thing, you definitely want to make sure your audio tracks and things like that are up to par in the background. You want to make sure that if you have like a mix amp and things like that, things are on the right audio track. You can look up another YouTube video, or I'll explain it later on in a YouTube video. Just let me know in the comments below if that's something that you want to see. But that's a whole nother video for sure. Another thing that you want to make sure is whenever you scroll up here, you have your desktop audio. Sometimes what I like to do to make sure that it's not literally just like a stream playing in the background, like I don't accidentally have my web browser with my stream on it pulled up in the background and it's playing, and then the stream delay is being played, is I will just mute my desktop audio for a second. and I'll listen to the stream on my phone, or I'll ask one of my viewers. I'll say, hey guys, is the audio issue still there? Just let me know, and I'll give it a second for stream delay to go through, and I'll fix it according to that. Because if it's desktop audio, all you have to do is pull up a browser, and boom, and you've got your stuff. So you can just mute the video in the background. So that's really about that. I try to keep my videos as short, sweet, and simple as possible. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe, comment below, let me know what video you want to see next, and we'll get right to it.